up with y'all? This your my nigga Coley. This week's topic is basically relationships, friendships, and stuff like that. So, I guess I'm gonna try to relate it to like being transgender too. You feel me? Like, I'll say what I prefer, and then try to relate it to the trans situation to apply it to all of us. So for me, as far as a friend, you gotta be real. You feel me? I prefer to be like, I know a lot of people, and I'll be cool with you. You feel me? I say what's up to you, but if you're not focused, I can't consider you my friend. Like for real. Like, um, what I look for in a friend is somebody that don't want to be average, somebody that wants to defy all the odds and just stay on their grind. You feel me? Like, we ain't gotta have like the same dream or the same goal, but we gotta fight for our different goals the same way. You know what I mean? Like, I want a friend that's like, okay, I'm a kinesiology major. I'm dealing with sports in the body. What if you're an English major? Okay, I want to see you grinding for yours. Be the best English, whatever you want to be out there. You feel me? And then for me, I'm gonna go for mine. Like, I want a friend that's chasing dreams, that has big goals and stuff. You feel me? I want something like that. So when we go hang out, I ain't gotta worry about it. Oh nah, I can't go to this party. You know, I don't want to smoke no weed with you because I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't party. So with a friend, it's about being focused and just on a grind. When we kick it, you feel me? We just do other stuff that's fun. That's not turning up and repetitive, because that's not very fun to me. I mean, somebody that's loyal, you feel me? And then to apply it to the transgender part, it's like a friend. You're gonna have different levels of friend, especially as a transgender person. I think it's important for you to have somebody um, that has to be strong-minded and really believes in you. It really supports you being transgender, even if you guys never talk about that. With most of my friends that knew me before I transitioned, I've never, well, with any friend that I have that I've known before I transitioned, I've never sat down and talked to them about it. Like, it's not a discussion to have, but those people should definitely not care what anybody else says about you. You feel me? What if they try to bring their other friend around you, and then they find out you trans, and then that other friend talks to your friend. Your friend needs to stand up for you. You know what I mean? Or your friend at least needs to let them know that that's not cool. Like, a strong-minded person that doesn't feel like they have to, like, agree with other people. Like, you can't just be weak-minded. Like, if somebody's talking shit about me to you, and they know that you're my friend, you can't just sit there and be like, oh, haha. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you have to say something. You have to at least have some type of respect for me. You know what I mean? I'm not saying you gotta beat their ass. You ain't gotta do that. You just simply, whatever. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's a supporter. You know what I mean? They don't have to be all into the whole pride thing and like be super into it. Just have some respect for a transgender individual, just like that. I say, I mean, that's what I look for in a friend. As far as a relationship, um, I'm picky. I don't know. Um, Relationships. I mean, I kind of look for similar things in a friend that I do in a relationship, but it's a little more complex because that's a person you're gonna be. You feel me? Spend the rest of your life with. Y'all see these dreads, man? These things need to be did. I'm sorry, man. But anyways, what I'm saying. Okay, so like in a relationship, as far as looks to me, I don't know. Like, it's been girls that could be cute, but then when they mind is on point up here, they turn into like bad, like just beautiful. You know what I'm saying? So like your mind. And I've seen girls that's like, you feel me, they hella bad and their attitude is ugly, and then they go down to like a 5 because you're not here. You know what I'm saying? So definitely personality to me is very important. Um, in the past, I haven't dated out of my race before ever in my life. Like, I mean, when I say dated out of my race, the people that I've been with in my past, all the girls, they've always been some type of black. You know what I mean? I've never dated anybody else. I've never talked to a girl that wasn't African American. um, I see myself in the future with the African American woman. Don't care the shade. I don't care if you light skin, dark skin, brown skin. It's not really about that. You know what I mean? If I was to meet a Mexican, a white girl, whatever, and we vibing and we end up messing around, so be it. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like if I'm going to seek a relationship, or if I'm going to, when I imagine my future, it's always with an African American woman. But if I was to somehow fall in love with another race, I wouldn't have a problem with that. I'm gonna be like, oh no, we vibing, but I don't like you because you white. Like, no, I wouldn't do that, you know. But as far as really like when I try to date, or if I want to, when I'm walking around and I see a female, it's always like African American women catch my attention the most. It's like it could be like, you know, like other races of girls walking around, but like African American women just stand out to me the most. Um, as far as characteristics, I like I mean, you feel me, keeping 100, always be honest, you know. Um, you gotta be loyal, of course, and I want you to be going after your dreams like I'm going after mine. I want to grind with you. I want to be studying together, and I want to, you feel me, like I want to be building something big. Like I need a woman that thinks big and knows that nothing can stop her. You feel me? Because as a trans man, as a black person, and then you have a woman, an African American woman, they the lowest of the lowest as far as like being like ranked like as a person. You know how society treats them. Black women are the lowest of the lowest. You feel me? They have like horrible stereotypes. So if I'm gonna end up with a black woman, you know, she gotta know that the system can't stop her, and she gotta be ambitious. She gotta go after it. You know what I mean? And she just gotta be focused. In my past, I haven't really dated women like that, but I was dating too much in my past. Right now, I'm really like not about to be dating. I'm just single. I'm chilling. I'm not about to force anything that's not there, and I'm not gonna look for it. You know, as far as like when I think about myself dating, I think about really like being the right person. You feel me? A lot of people that feel lonely or when they go through things, they yearn for a relationship, and they're like, where is Mrs. Right? Why y'all didn't tell me my collar was looking crazy? Anyways, like, where is Mrs. Right? You know, or Mr. Right, whatever you like. But they don't never think about trying to be that right person. So for me, it's important to focus on being the right individual, so that when Mrs. Right or Mr. Right comes around, I'm able to handle that, and I'm able to do what I gotta do to keep them around. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people that's not focused on that. That's why when they get that right person, when they get that opportunity, it goes to waste because they not ready. They can't handle that because they were so focused on worrying about finding that person, but they weren't worried about themselves. So for me, I'm really focusing on being able to just, you know, be open-minded, have fun, do other things. I feel like sometimes I was hindered in the past. I'm looking at the things that I was doing in the past that I feel like the man that I want to be wouldn't be doing. So I'm just focused on being the right man for when I come across the right person. And as far as being transgender and telling a girl, I am completely against not telling the person that you are dating that you are transgender. A lot of trans people, or I guess it's an LGBT opinion, think that you can't tell, so why should that person, why should you have to tell, or some, whatever the saying is. You don't have to do it when you just come across somebody every day and have like casual conversation. When you're dating somebody, it is necessary to tell that person that you are transgender. I don't care if they would never know. I don't care like if you have every whatever, all your surgeries done and everything's good and they wouldn't find out unless you said something, but I don't care. That's first of all, especially for trans women, that's a safety issue. And second, if you really want somebody to love you, you need to let them know a lot of things about you. You need to let them know about your past. I mean, honestly, I don't think there's a way to live honestly, to have an honest, genuine relationship with somebody and they don't know that that you are transgender, because people's past come up and you're probably gonna dance around the bush of the details of you being that opposite gender. That's just something that I'm big on. But anyways, for me, I would tell them like as soon as I feel some type of vibe and I'm sure that this like that we're talking, that we're both interested in each other. Because you don't want to waste nobody's time. Like I ain't got no time to waste. That time that I spend with somebody, if I talk to a girl for 6 months and then I tell her that I'm trans 6 months later and she don't fuck with it, that's 6 months of my time I ain't never gonna get back. Man, y'all tripping. I'll tell her ASAP so that she know. And it really helps if everybody that you just be around in your environment, like your school or your job, just knows so that maybe you won't have to tell her. So because that conversation is very awkward to have. It's not awkward because you're trans. It's just awkward because there's no rule book for how to do it, and it just gets all serious and it's just an awkward conversation. It's intense. You feel me? I don't like it. But yeah, I would always tell the girl like if I like oh she want to get my number, okay I'm gonna get to know her and I'm gonna tell her like I'm trans. You feel me? If you don't fuck with it, two fingers, then you're not the right one. You know. Don't let that type of stuff get you down. If they don't want to date you because you're trans, they're just not the right person. You know, don't think, oh, I'm never gonna find anybody because I'm transgender. You know, 9 times out of 10, most people don't want to date you anyways. Like a lot of people wouldn't want to date me, not because I'm trans, but let's say just my personality. Like we don't all fit what everybody wants. You know what I'm saying? Like there's somebody out there for you is what I'm trying to say. You can't please everybody. If they don't like because you're trans, you feel me? There's people that are cis and straight that people just don't like them because of this and that. You know what I mean? Just people just not gonna like you. You know, so don't get down on being a transgender person and stuff like that. That may be the reason, but throughout life, people are just not gonna like you for various reasons. So that doesn't matter to me. But yeah, I think that your friends and people that you date need to be strong-minded as far as a relationship. Oh, I didn't talk about that. In a relationship, when you're dating somebody as a transgender person, that person needs to be very strong because if that relationship is serious, and that means that you have to get in with their family. And you know, everything that we go through coming out to our own families, now you have to go through with another person's family. So I'm not gonna say pick a girl with a nice family because of course you're not gonna know, but that's strategic. You're gonna have to, you're gonna have to get a girl that either she's close with her family, or her family will end up accepting you because of her happiness, or they just gonna hate you, and the girl gonna feel like she gotta choose. There's a lot of situations that can come up with that. But let's say her family's all good with it, she's good. She has to be strong enough to handle society, to handle what her friends may say, and to handle all the opinions that she's gonna get, all the jokes that she's gonna get about you being trans from various people. I feel like that person can't break under pressure. Oh my God, this person says this person says this about you, and just freaks out. They need to be strong-minded enough to handle this because it's gonna happen forever. It's gonna happen forever, and it's gonna happen forever. Like in this lifetime, in my lifetime, I will never see. Not being pessimistic, I swear I'm just speaking the truth. I do not think I will ever see an era without transphobia. In the future, it's possible. Now, hell no. Racism is still going on. Homophobia is still going on. Transphobia, there's not even enough transphobia because people don't even know what the hell trans is. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that person needs to be able to deal with transphobic people as well, because that's gonna affect them too. But yeah, that's what I look for. And those are the things I feel like I'll have to face, and that person needs to be strong enough to face with me, because I'm not gonna back down. So if we don't back down, we're just gonna be strong together. As far as being my friend or in a relationship with me, So yeah, that's pretty much it. This is Money Guy Coley, and I'm signing out. Thank you for watching. Subscribe and tune in next Monday.